G'day folks, welcome back to the channel for this next installment in the Learning Videography series. And if this is the first time you're clicking on the big fella, make sure you subscribe and keep the notifications turned on. So in this episode we're going to go through some mounting solutions for cameras and other video devices, in particular the SmallRig, which I have for my Canon M50. SmallRig are actually a Chinese company that are fairly well known for their vast range of accessories for virtually any modern camera equipment, which adapts form and function into the design of all their products. The praise I give them is based mostly on their collaborative designers and the thoughtfulness of the design of the cage for the Canon M50 as my example. And like a lot of camera cages, it leaves all the vital stuff like the battery door, the SD card port, the microphone jack and the USB and HDMI ports all free from obstruction. SmallRig specialise in camera cages or frames, peripheral accessories such as handles, grips, mounts, adapters, clamps, brackets, cables, etc. and can be adapted to anything from a common mobile phone solution to even a high-end RED or ARRI camera package. This particular unit, along with many others, even has an ARRI side handle location on the left side near the cold shoe adapter. This also doubles as a mounting location for a magic arm, which you would use on the side of, say, a gimbal. Many of these types of cages and frames have an integrated NATO rail, which is a military standard mounting system adopted for civilian use. It's an elongated hexagonal slide mount with several 1/4 inch holes and one 3/8 inch hole on this particular cage. Most of SmallRig's products are aluminium and anodized black, while some products like certain handles and grips are made from wood. Although they are mass produced, they are precision made and they are virtually the last word in adaptability and versatility for a camera or any other type of device. These products usually incorporate a large number of 1/4 inch and 3/8 inch threaded holes for maximum adaptability, making your camera or video device a very versatile unit with the ability to incorporate about as much as is practical for a shooting rig. I have a Canon M50 Cage which I've adapted a cheese handle to for vlogging for easier portability and shooting stability. All SmallRig catalogue items have product numbers, and the product number for the Canon M50 Cage is 2168. It can be found on the SmallRig site for about $69 US or on eBay for anything between $95 to $220 Australian, with some options. When you factor in the cheese handle top I've integrated into mine, it's naturally more costly, and some sellers have this package for about $250 Australian. Because of the versatility of these components, it's favourable to shop around for the best deal on what suits your needs. Now the pros of the SmallRig cage: it is very lightweight, it's made from aluminium and anodized finish. It only weighs 155 grams on the Canon M50 Cage. It has the ability to transform your camera or device into a much more versatile shooting platform. They have been praised overwhelmingly for their diverse adaptability. I kind of liken it to a DIY Meccano or Lego set for photographers and videographers. The designs for the camera rigs and accessories are being adopted all the time, and it's mostly by the people who use them, often out of necessity. So quite often the products are by the video community for the video community. Now there's only one con that I can think of with these, and that is that they are kind of pricey, but from what I've seen you do get what you pay for, and they are very good quality products and very reliable. So in summary, they are very good products, priced well for what they are, which seems to be all things to all people with virtually any type of device. And because you also have the ability to have a hand in designing a device that suits your needs, Basically, if you have a rig that needs a mounting solution, SmallRig will more than likely have you covered. Now, as you can see here, this is the M50, and my thumb is kind of in the way of all the controls at the top, and so is my forefinger, because I've got big hands and I kind of need a cage to give my hand a little bit of space to move. So this being a flaw with the design of a mirrorless camera, they are a very small product for people with large hands. So it's kind of a good thing to have a cage, because when you move it around and you kind of get a feel for it, it leaves your thumb in a better position as well as your forefinger, because you're not actually handling the camera, you're handling the cage. It allows for a little bit more freedom, and this is only for people who actually use the side. Like if you're holding onto this section here, most people will probably use a handle on top of here, like I did have on here. So as you would have seen by now, there are many other things that the SmallRig company does make that's all designed basically for the people who use these devices, cameras, video equipment, phones, whatever, and they have a need to be a little bit more practical and use their device in a way that probably hasn't been thought of before. So that's where the design department comes in, and they collaborate with these people that have a design that they want to make for their device. As for future SmallRig purchases, I'm highly considering getting a magic arm mount for my gimbal. There is a rosette that is on the side there, and even though it's made more for right-handers, but I'm a lefty, you can't really win them all, but I'm thinking there might be a way to adapt maybe a kind of a U shape to kind of bring it out on the right hand side instead of the left. So that might be coming up in another video, we'll see. So the SmallRig cage is one video that I've been wanting to make for quite a while, because it is just so adaptable and so versatile. You can kind of do everything that you can think of with it, and there's more than likely a solution that you can buy from the SmallRig site, or maybe third party like Amazon or eBay, and they'll be a fairly similar price, or maybe even second hand. It wouldn't really matter, because they last and that they are very good quality. On this particular cage for the M50, I believe I counted up about 28 1/4-inch threaded holes and only 4 3/8-inch threadeds. There is a cold shoe mount here for the external microphone which I use, and as you can see, there's the battery door and the SD card that's free to use. The HDMI and USB slots are free to use there, and so is the mic jack on the side here. This flat blade screw head that's in the base is captive, so it won't move out of place unless it's been forced out. It can be taken out, but it needs a bit of coercion. That's it. So once again, guys, thanks very much for watching, and I'll join you next week, next Friday, when I'll have another piece of kit to go over, review, scrutinize, criticize, who knows. No one has the perfect kit, but you can only do what you can do to try and build on what you've got for the purposes that you need them. And this is what I've learned so far with my journey into videography. So until next time, guys, this is the big fella. I'll see you next episode. Have a good one.